What did I say? I touched a lady part, I touched a Rudi part, and Silv got off this time.
And then you said, and now I need to take a shower, and that made it even worse.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Koali Zoo. This is episode 24, and I guess it's my turn again. It wasn't supposed to be Silv's turn? What happened here?
I don't know.
All of a sudden you said, no, I'm gonna take Koali, and Silv was like, yes!
This whole week, I thought I had it this whole week.
Yeah,
and
I thought it too, Silv.
I've been procrastinating on it, doing other things, and I was very concerned about Koali, just pushing it to the last minute, and then suddenly you swoop in and you're like, oh yeah, I did it by the way. And I was like, oh nice. That fixed itself.
I think we spoke about it in my episode that Silv was gonna take over.
Yep.
I asked Mike, but you were like, no, I can't. So I was like, okay, then it's Silv's turn.
I don't remember if you were awake for this portion, but I got a severe tongue lashing from a Mr. Lady Designer.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna cut part of it in now.
This is broken for Mike. This was a beautiful area made by Rudi Camel, and there's nothing left here. Honestly, there's nothing left.
Yeah,
so what I was talking about with the crosses, like I was like, okay, this is a screenshot, right? So we can have a cross right over here because here he wants to make a garden. Cross right over here because here he has the Indian elephants or Asian elephants, whatever, and then you have like this backstage path. Okay, and I was like, oh, maybe here. Oh wait, no, that's the other part of the elephants. No, I can't touch that. Wait, maybe I can build it here, but wait, maybe Mike has some kind of garden here planned too.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Okay, where am I going to build now? The bloopers.
It was But yes, I have definitely not been working in the zoo for a while, and I thought, you know what, with all the open projects I've got, let's try and force a weekend here. Oh, shut up.
Finally, I'm not the only one saying shut up.
I really have no idea.
I'm looking at an unfinished project still. This main street still isn't finished, but oh well, whatever. Here we go.
It's almost there.
Oh, we are going towards a certain area, I remember.
Yes. The area that I ripped apart, I don't know how many episodes ago.
The elephants.
The Sumatra area, I know. That was the house. It was a hot mess from the beginning, you know? And yeah.
It was.
Oh. Hello.
Here we are.
Hello.
Damn.
Oh my god, the rice fields, yes.
Ooh,
The rice fields are finally done.
So nice.
That's a lot more
You
rice
really
fields than we
redid
used to
that?
have.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow.
God.
That is so
We'll
cool.
go up a little bit.
So these are used to, okay, so this on the right hand side is my water and left hand side is glass.
Is my faked glass. Yeah.
You did that with glass? You're so smart.
No, lazy.
I didn't want to do it with water because Rudi's insane. But yeah, I just did it with those modern glass pieces.
Oh my
you could actually have
goodness.
even changed it now. Oh, well, actually, maybe.
Oh my
maybe
god,
not.
I see the lag,
Yeah.
Silv. You're not being able to get in here.
I'm not even going into the park file anymore.
Wow.
So
that is your first shot that-
Really cool.
That's the first view you get of Sumatra Island, which is just freaking awesome. I absolutely
Yeah.
love it.
Oh yeah,
I
you
do
must
love
be
it.
super
I
proud
love
because
how
this
these-
is so cool.
I love how the huts in the background peek through the foliage already, you know, with the wonderful roof design. And I can also spot a pagoda or something like that, right?
Yeah, there's something. There's a tower in the back there.
I see that. It
Oh, I
reminds
see
me,
it now too.
It reminds me of the Koali Tower that Silv built for the entrance on the mine train coaster in the back. I know that's very
Yeah, you got a
specific
good
now.
memory.
Is that what that looks like?
Yeah.
I forgot what that one
Pull
looked
up
like.
a picture and edit me because it's actually it actually reminds me of it as well.
But here we are, and pretty much a lot of this has been cleaned up around the river, all that kind of Sumatra area. This little overlook, which was always kind of nice.
Oh yeah, I love this
I love
one.
it, yeah. Oh, with the right. Okay,
Oh, that's
now-
so nice. Yeah, I remember this being just a floating path with like that little temple piece in between, right?
Yep. That's
Yeah, that
exactly.
was this one. Yeah. I
Honestly,
used that
though,
temple
down.
piece for the Siberian tiger.
oh Oh, wow.
I'll show you. I've used that temple piece for a bridge as well.
Yes,
we
I
have
saw that.
overused this piece so much.
But it's so good.
It works, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we just stay here for a second? Just turn around
Okay.
again. This, remembering when I built this, it's like many episodes ago, but I think this can be already the picture of the zoo, how much it changed since then. Because you didn't move the rice fields. Obviously, you didn't because you couldn't.
Nope, wasn't gonna try.
So this is still the exact same location, and holy crap, has the zoo changed?
Yeah.
It is so fucking insane. I just, I love it. You can even see the panda temple.
Yes,
It is
I was
so
just about to say that. That
Oh,
sight
that's
line
so
is
cool.
preserved and it's beautiful because you can see
yeah,
all the way
it's-
up into the highlands.
But
I
also, with
also-
this lighting, it's so stunning.
I also love how you use the little wooden path there for the people to just go through the rice fields. I love it.
Yeah, if they actually wanted to actually use the rice fields, they've
Yeah.
got a path that they can use.
Yeah, that's so cool. Wow.
Yeah, I do remember this used to be the Y junction in a river, and it was like super choppy in here, and there were some rocks and stuff. I used that rock, and I know that Delady has definitely used that rock set that we've got.
Oh, this rock set has been
You also
Because it
used
works.
it. Oh, it's so nice. Yeah, I love
Oh,
that
yeah.
one. Hashtag rock work.
Yeah, so you know
I
what?
did
I,
get-
I spent like I think 8 hours building the rice fields and 8 minutes for the rocks. Guess what stayed?
Well, I can't copy paste the rice
No, that's
field,
fine.
so
That's I'm just kidding. But the time scale was right.
Oh,
we're gonna go down
changed
into the
already.
house a little bit.
Didn't.
No, I
Did you?
didn't. I'm
Oh.
sorry. It's getting there. It's getting there.
I had my
But-
hopes up
Just
so
tease,
high.
Just the tease.
I know.
But it lasted so short.
Just the tease.
But I moved the Aldabra tortoises
Oh, that's
Ooh.
cute.
Now we've got a little
in a
garden.
little tortoise garden here.
Oh, that's so
Aw,
good.
that's adorable.
Yeah.
Aw, it's very
So they're a little bit
plain.
bit nicer area, a little bit
Yeah.
quieter, not with people's feet and stuff like that, and that horrible pool of death they were falling into.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, this is a big improvement for animal welfare for sure.
Oh yeah.
And there's your favorite piece, Delady. There's that water pipe.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
At some
We
point,
still
I'm just
don't
gonna-
have new ones. We are like half a year further. We still don't have a new one.
At some
I'm kind
point,
of
just
surprised we
gonna-
don't have a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Same.
At some point, I'm just gonna print this 3D print this and
Run,
send this to
run.
you. Oh my lord, there's a gate. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gate.
that's
Ooh.
cool.
So this wasn't. Oh, there's some rocks in the air. That's Rudy's.
What? Oh,
What are those
I
doing?
didn't even see
Template
it. If
is
you
up in
didn't
the
say
air,
it,
so-
I didn't see it.
I know. Okay. Forget about this. Okay.
But
The African
what this area is
pieces.
supposed to be is direct access to the backstage. And so
Okay.
you've got a road, you've got gutters, you've got this little gabion wall here. And I've pretty much just made it a lot simple. Are they really looking at the turtles from there?
They've got Superman vision.
I have
Wow,
this feeling they
But
might
I
be
converted this
complaining.
back into an actual like utility road
Uh-huh.
for the zoo.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
it shares it with, they're looking through the, oh my gosh, Frontier, Vista Points, please.
You know, they're
Vista
exploring
points.
the habitat. They're exploring the habitat.
They just look
They
at
are.
the wonderful fauna. They just want to see
Yeah.
what plants that is. So, oh wait a second, this is way more open than I remember it to be.
Yes.
Oh,
I
see.
I think I showed you, I uglified it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
made
I
it
saw
more
that.
tarmac-y.
But it had to be open, of course, for the vehicle access, of course.
Yeah.
How cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Really nice.
So yeah, you kind of step into this area, and a few things have changed a little bit.
Oh, that wall on the left hand side with the sign. Yes, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Oh, I love this.
You have the Africa House.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's how you
showed
say
a
it.
picture of that.
Yeah,
That,
that
looks
makes-
really nice.
That makes total sense now because we when we discussed in the episodes, we were all like, okay, this might be now the African area, which we haven't been sure beforehand. So that makes sense that we changed it now. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
But
Really
yeah, pretty much
nice.
everything else stayed the same. This is such an inspired area. I think I added some Dracaena, but that's pretty much it. And these kind of spiky plants.
Works really
Have you
nice.
had some floating animals potentially?
And there's no
Floating
floating animals.
gorillas?
That got fixed too.
Can we just?
nice.
But your Zoo Tycoon homage is still there and
Oh, I
everything.
love it. Yeah. I still like the area. I love how you made these. How do you call these plants? The palm like things with the.
The Dracaenas here.
Ah, okay, yeah, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I see. This is
I
like.
didn't even
using-
know we had. Oh wait,
No,
you
they are
created
custom.
those,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
With the wooden.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, nice.
These are these
I
kind
think
of.
actually
African
Duct Tape
things.
Forum created these particular ones, but yeah,
I love them.
Really
Yeah,
we've got
cool.
we've got shared foliage all over the place.
they fit wonderfully in here. Yeah. And is there like a log hanging over the? Just turn to the left. What is that?
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that looks
Oh, I
really
love
cool.
So now you've got a live
Oh.
tree with that kind of formed trunk.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love it.
that's so cool.
I remember there was
I
one of
want
my. I had
that.
one of the fig trees here, but this is that's
Mhm.
even better. It kind of.
Did you
has
make
the
it
same root,
yourself?
yeah.
I took parts of it, and most of that is just like the strangler fig tree, and then a bunch of strangler figs put together, so it looks kind of like really, really warty and stuff like that.
Oh, what is
So
That
cool.
looks so awesome.
And then you head into primate land, which is really fun and kooky and
Experimental lighting
This
fixtures.
is-
experimental. Yes.
Oh my, that is.
Oh, I love those lights. That's
That's
really
almost
cool. Cookie.
This reminds
Is
me
that
of these
even
kind
a
of
thing?
funky budget theme park vibes.
Yes, it definitely has. It definitely has that kind of feel. Like these are almost like as part of a different era or something like that.
How was it?
And the
Googie?
structures
was
are.
it called Googie or something like that? Googie
Uh,
style?
Googly?
Googly? No.
Yes, the
yeah,
googly style.
Googly style.
Amazing.
Googie.
Oh my, yeah, it's cool.
I really like it. It's really fun.
All right. This is as far as I'm going to go right now. So we're going to head back into this area, but I want to show you something else.
Okay. You did more?
Oh, there's more.
Wow.
So much more.
I'm not
Oh,
sure if
I'm
that was like a
excited.
real wow or what is.
No, I'm really honestly
Yeah.
excited.
Sounds a
Never
little
know
bit
with
sarcastic
lady.
too.
Oh my.
And
now he's
I always
going to-
like taking the paths too, because it's showing how complete our zoo is getting. Honestly,
Good.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
would love-
yeah.
I would love if you just turn around and like, and then I did the backside of the reptile.
well, here I'll show you guys.
Oh.
There's stuff in motion, but it's not quite complete yet.
Ah.
I have a really, really cool idea for how I'm going to treat the back of the reptile
Is
house.
there water? Oh, I see water.
Oh. Interesting.
Because we have two giant water-based exhibits, and you would need some sort of recirc somewhere.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's
Yes,
Good
that
that's
is-
the
point.
idea there.
That's
is
really
good.
cool.
Boy, it takes forever to move in this in this camera. It's
It was-
hard
it was
to
a nice
enjoy the
shield.
cinematic shot.
Press shift or control.
Oh, that
If
is
you
so
press
good.
shift or control, you go faster, right?
I don't want to smack into the ground though. All
No,
right,
that's
here we go.
true.
And we're gonna take this lovely little path that really hadn't had anything. I think you said, "Oh, I wanted to put an animal here," but no, there's a garden. Mike slapped a garden.
Oh, you're right.
So-
Yeah. I knew it. It was like such small little wobbly path. I was like, yeah, well, it's probably
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a garden. Oh, I love your
I love-
garden work so much,
Yeah,
but
and this is
obviously
so
you are
cool.
so
Would
good
love
at it.
this. It's so explorative, and I love this because you
Yeah.
always like you tend to forget this because it's just at the beginning it's pointless because you just put another path down and it has no meaning. but once you go there, have some some cool foliage around, and if I imagine being in a zoo or in a park in general, I always want to take those different roads so I can explore it
Yeah.
every time again and again. Oh, that is so cool. Love it.
Same.
Yeah, but the difference
they-
is like you can tell that you have a plan. If I put down plans, it's just like all plans through each other, like it's all wild grown and stuff. And this is like, it's just so jealousy gorgeous. I love it. I love it.
The big thing, and I'll teach you guys, and I'll teach anybody who's watching, is that you just use big massing clumps. So there's not a whole lot of plants in this area, but everything that I've used a lot of. and I repeat that pattern over and over again. So I got that purple, and I've repeated it down there. I've got this cordyline, and I've repeated it down here, and that's always draws your eye down the line.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay.
That's a very good tip. Thank you.
And then I absolutely love this hookthorn acacia.
That's-
Whoa!
What the hell?
Okay,
What was
game.
that?
That's cool.
Just teleport?
I didn't even
my
have any
God.
keys pressed, and it still did that.
Oh well, it's better than the like your camera and your mouse is just locked and you're moving slowly through the whole park without you can't do anything. That's so annoying. I don't have it too often, but if it happens, you're like just out of control. You just have to wait before it stops.
Oh, I've never had that where it locks up like that.
Oh well, lucky you.
What,
But yeah, that tree
what
is
is
really
that tree on the
beautiful.
right hand side? Wait a second. It looks.
What?
This on the right hand side here. Is this like an in-game one?
Which one?
This we're looking at right now.
The
This?
acacia.
Acacia?
Is it that one?
Yeah, that's an umbrella acacia.
Oh, you moved it way down, right? Because I'm awfully
Yes.
confused right now. Well, it looks good, yeah. Ah, okay. Oh.
Yeah, I love that tree. I really
Because I was like, for a second, I was like, did he do all the branches himself now?
No, but I have used the Cecropia as a giant, like, a giant subshrub or something like that.
Oh,
So
okay.
it
Looks a bit
you just
Works
kind of
really well.
do it over and over and over again.
really good.
Really
And so this
Nice.
path kind of opens up back up to, so you've got the sky track overhead, and then you've got your bridge to Sumatra.
Oh,
And
it's such
that's
a
what
cool
takes you over to Sumatra
shortcut.
Island.
love that.
It's
So
almost,
see, I've totally stolen that same that same piece over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Because it works.
Oh,
It
yeah.
works.
It's good and it looks good. And,
Works
you know,
really well.
And the idea of this trail was always that I wanted to have some sort of like hiking trail throughout the zoo that you could access other parts of the zoo without having to use the main roads.
Do
So
people
that you could
use
really-
it? Did you see people using it?
Unfortunately, no. I mean, I'm sure when we get our Vista points, people
I'm
might
not
use
sure
them
if we get them. Wait, what?
if we get them.
No,
Yes.
I don't
just-
think so.
I just hope at some point they will just, lean in and just like, okay, come on, guys, just take it.
Please, just give us the Vista points.
I just want curbs and barriers.
I would like
Oh,
that
yeah,
as well.
those two.
That would definitely help.
Everyone is like, give us animals, and we're like, hey, give us curbs, and wait, what's that? There's,
I've legitimately never seen somebody use a bench before in this game.
but I haven't seen that wall there.
Yes. So, here is a few changes made to Rudy's area.
Wait, I thought nothing else
lucky
changed there.
Yeah, yeah, he was turning around. I was like, well, why did he turn around? But it's clever because there is the opaque wall exactly where the gorillas would be floating. That's how we solved the issue. Awesome. So you
No,
don't
I
see them
actually
floating.
I moved the climbing structure too, so that they don't float in the air.
That's good. Oh, there's one going on the right hand side, and it seems okay.
Not floating.
Oh no, but don't touch the log. Don't touch the log. It goes back.
He's doing he's doing okay.
all right,
Or
yeah.
she's doing okay. It's all right. Yeah, we just did a little bit of cleanup here. You had a really really open area here at the front, like surprisingly open for a gorilla.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to make it a little safe, visually safe for everybody.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
so that
yeah.
they can't escape.
Yeah, I love
And
that
I
you
kind of-
just brought a few more plants into the foreground. That makes it a bit more
Yes.
lush. It's good. Yeah.
Well, and the idea is that this used to be the best viewing for this little area. Well, I actually gave you another viewing area here that is a lot more exposed.
Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, and it's a lot more
Allows
safe.
you to really, really see into the.
No, it's not
Exactly.
safe because now the gorillas can see the people and they could get like crazy.
Oh, is that a problem?
Well,
Well,
that's
I mean,
what
there-
we
there's
learned
space
in our
in
Dutch
between.
zoo. We had Bokito escaping because a woman was always looking in his eyes, smiling to him, etc. And one day
Oh,
he
damn.
went nuts and he jumped
He went apeshit.
through or over a pond and he grabbed her. He was walking with her in the zoo, like she had like tons of bruises and that was really a mess. It has been
Oh my
years ago.
gosh!
But
Yeah,
since
but I
then,
feel
I
like-
think everything is one-sided glass now and like
Yeah.
very tall walls.
And
Wow.
nobody ever forgot that. Like, Bokito is basically the Dutch Harambe now.
Yeah.
Wow. But still, I still like this. I still like this area. It gives a good change to it. Yes, I really do like it. Also with the climbing proof on top, and yeah. I mean, we just hope that no one looks in the eyes of our animals.
Yeah.
Most certainly.
We'll put a
Yeah.
sign says "Don't look into the eyes."
Most certainly they can.
We actually, I think we have that. Or we had
we?
that maybe. Not in the Dutch zoo where it was. That they said like don't look them in the eye or something like that. Can remember
I
something
love
like that.
these. I love these light things.
Yeah,
you
they're
did here.
super cool.
Yeah, that's really cute.
They're
Wait, are
really,
those
really-
like
Are they the
bottles
Asian
or
lanterns?
something?
They're the Indian lanterns.
Oh yeah.
That's so cute.
They make it very festive in this area.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
That's brilliant, Mike.
Honestly, you can really tell I missed Mike touching the stuff here.
Yes.
Really, it's so
It's
weird
like
now.
bringing
It's
so
weird
many
now.
new.
People out there
awesome
might be like,
things
"Oh, you
in.
touched the stuff again," but no, I really missed
bright
that
light,
because it
bright
adds
light.
this layer. It's good.
Oh no, I really, really love it.
And it's also so simple, but like it fits in perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's
I
really
wanted
well
things
thought
to
out.
feel like it was like a monkey could just, or an ape or a primate could just come in and use this kind of stuff. I wanted it to feel very playful and
That's
Kinda
a
fun.
very nice design idea. Yeah, just carrying forward the idea
You
that
don't
this
want
is
a
Monkey
gorilla
Land.
doing that, I think. No.
yeah, you don't necessarily want them over your head, but you know, the idea that they could.
yeah.
No, I love the playful vibes in here.
The capuchin monkey finally has this little area
I
that
was about
got
to say
cleaned
you
up.
you just covered it. Awesome.
It's just ADA. It's all compliant
So the
there.
path got fixed here.
It did.
Nice.
So yeah, I did remove that. I think it was a trellis that was overhead, and I think because I knew I could do it with landscape, I could create a more enclosed area, and so that's what I kind of wanted to do. Hope you like it, Rudy. I know I
do.
rip out that portion.
Well, it's fine. It's just a little bit of a sideline with the viewing gallery, and it's totally fine. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it, and I just love it already just for the hanging lanterns things here. It's just looking so cool. I really
Awesome.
adore that.
And now we have to go into ladies' area, but we can't
Wait,
anymore.
What? You touched
What
something?
happened? I touched it. Touched it.
What will
Here we
it
go.
be?
You have this lovely LA of bamboo and really, really lush. And so now you're in a really intimate
Oh.
viewing.
That is so
Oh, that's
That
so
looks
cute.
so cool.
Ah, that's awesome. Oh, it's so much
And pretty much-
darker.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait,
Where's,
things-
did you remove
these
the path
bamboo
on the left
things-
side? That's so.
What's that?
Did you remove the path on the left side?
Yes.
Okay,
The
so
viewing
it's
path on
completely
there.
Gone.
Yeah, and then you come straight into the anteater.
This
Oh,
is
that's so
it's
cool.
so
Oh, with
funny.
a little bridge. That's so cute. I love that.
How painful was that?
Not very painful at all. We have these pieces now. They came with the.
Oh, that's
this is
just-
all pathing.
Oh, this is the
Oh.
bamboo.
But can't you
path.
use them?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's amazing.
And then you used just the 2-meter thing, and yeah, that's cool.
That's
and
smart.
is the these kind of oval little things over the path? Is this from the Koali recreation area, the Koali Beach Club? They
It
look
was
almost-
it was kind of inspired by it, but they are brand new structural pieces.
Oh, okay,
So-
yeah. I was just about to ask the same. They look kind of familiar,
So
yeah.
cool.
Oh, I love it.
Super cool.
Yeah, it's really nice.
But I wanted it to feel very just really, really intimate in here because it feels like it doesn't fit in primate land. It doesn't fit in Africa, so it must have been like an
No,
old.
it fit with the capuchin monkey.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it did. But
It,
now
Really
it's its own
nice.
separate thing.
it already feels so much more quiet in here, which I love.
I would love just standing in here because these animals are really cool, and this does get viewed. All these places get viewed now, but there's no like crush of people that come through here.
That's cool, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
This definitely feels more like a quiet corner of the zoo.
Yeah.
And
It's
I
very
really love how
picturesque.
it,
Like,
Yeah, it feels like you're on a trail exploring just the natural
Yeah.
habitat instead of just a forced exhibit in a zoo somewhere. It's really cool.
Awesome. Yeah, everything
Yeah.
else was not touched. I mean, I just jammed a path through here and I closed off the left path, but everything else was really beautifully done.
Oh, well, my hand says thank you.
Oh gosh, I just remembering how often you went through changing the terrain at the beginning. This is just kind of hilarious to know.
Yeah, exactly. How many times that thing changed. Got another one up here. I don't know if we'll keep it, but I just needed a place for people to get some drinks. And then I wanted a certain portion of the zoo to feel a little more, not necessarily neglected, but certainly not super cared for. So you've just got some fencing, you got some old overgrown bamboo, you got some old sulfur lighting or something like that. I forget exactly what those are called, but it's the ones that produce the really, really orange lights.
Oh, like NOx
yeah.
lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Let me just tell you guys, this is really some hard stuff. I don't know why, but I think to make it look like neglected, as you say, I find this very hard to do, because you always tend to go in and change a few more things to make it look a bit better, and then just leaving it at that for me is so hard. And I really think you nailed it here. These kind of ugly yellowish, like almost like sunburned lanterns, and I don't know where the paint is gone, no one cared for it again, and the bamboo growing through the actual fence and stuff.
Through the fence, exactly.
It's so good. And again, as I said, it's really hard to not touch it again, to just leave it as that. Good, I love it.
Looks
And then
really
at some
good,
point,
yeah.
we'll have Rudy fix this little roller coaster of a path.
I
But
will make like a garden around it and just pretend it was
Around.
meant to be.
around the staircase,
Build a statue next to it. Yeah.
just gonna take this lovely path. So nothing changed here, but I just wanted to take this path through, just showing that
this
there are
area.
different ways to access
If my hand
these
wasn't
areas.
hurting, I wanted to use that path like you did here for the theater, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna even try.
God, what are we even doing? If that's done, how do we do a tour of the zoo? Are we just making like another 5 episodes for that? Because, oh my god.
I don't know.
Oh no, it's gonna be fine.
You say so, right? But you also
Yeah.
want to have to be in that recording for like 4 hours.
Exactly. There's a lot to
Well,
see.
one thing I can tell you, we're gonna record it earlier then.
Hey, we
Not
were almost all
11.
early today, but GeForce just didn't want to record.
Shall we say what you said? When finally Rudy wanted to record earlier, we were all in Discord, and Rudy was like, "Hooray, guys, I'm early." And then Mike was like, "Yeah, hold on, guys, I'm gonna take a shower." And I was like, "Wait, well, what?" We're finally 45 minutes earlier than normally, and you're taking it away from us for taking
Yes,
a shower?
I had to get unstinkified, all right?
Unstinkified. But later, then his shadow play didn't work, and his Steam started to update, and then he had to wait until Steam was done with synchronizing.
Yep.
So
I got my
he took a
shower
anyways. Yep.
Oh, I love
And
it.
here we go into the sacred Sumatra Island area.
Ooh, oh, I love these things. Oh, that's so cool. I love this already.
God, the view. Oh my god. This is
Ooh, you
giving
can
me
see
so
something.
many vibes.
Wow.
Something over there too. Oh, I'm gonna take
The
this
lighting
path
is
up
just
here.
perfect on that.
Oh,
yes.
it's incredible. It gives me this, I don't know, it gives me this Thailand garden feel. I love it. You remember, guys, when I sent you through the pictures of the garden I've been to? This is the feeling. This is it.
Oh,
Oh,
this is so
awesome.
good. Oh, that's so
Beautiful.
beautiful.
And now, here is the time for me to tell you that I actually contracted somebody to do some of this stuff.
Oh.
You know what I thought you were about to say? I'm gonna tell you, like, after this, I decided to stop Koali. I really thought you were about to say that, but okay, go on.
But that would,
No.
that would
I bet it's the architecture, huh?
Who did
It
you
is definitely the
contract?
architecture. I brought on somebody who is, well, it was just for this episode, but he was massively helpful, and he did all these beautiful structures here. I'm going to butcher his name, but I'm going to try. It should be Iban.
Ivan.
Yes, except it's not
Wow,
Iban.
that's awesome.
Iban.
Oh, really?
We-
oh,
we've
that's so
given-
cool.
Yeah,
It is
we've given
insane,
him so
isn't
many
it?
plugs in this series. He's been
Yeah.
doing such amazing work, doing a very similar theme, and it's actually super cool that you
Yeah.
brought him on to do this.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's really
I fully
cool.
agree. I might have seen something, and I'm so curious now to see where that is.
What? What have you seen?
What?
I don't know, Mike. What have I seen? Let's
But
go
this area
explore it.
used to be the Komodo dragon area, but it was
Wait,
overlooked.
what?
It looked a little sad, honestly. I wasn't able to get them back in. They're going to be over there, but this got converted into that
Oh,
pond that I
but
was
I
going to
love
do.
this pond.
Yeah,
That's
this is
so
great.
good.
This pond looks so good. And there's even this ugly, weird brownish grass in here, which I tend to
Yeah.
never use, but it's finally the one
That-
use case it seems to work for.
Isn't
Yes,
it like
it's
the moss?
scummy ponds.
No, it's not
Mossy.
moss, is it?
It's the caribou moss, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Caribou
it's-
moss, yeah. Ah,
Mm-hmm.
that works so well. Oh my gosh.
So Mr. Iban, he contacted me. It was actually earlier than this, but he said, if you ever need some help with Koali, and I was like, I think I'm doing okay. That was when I was actually keeping up on episodes. But with this last one, and I really wanted to get Sumatra done, I'm like, I need help, dude. And oh my God, did he deliver? Holy.
This is
Holy
really
hell.
cool.
It's incredible. Honestly saying though, I think we also nailed it because I remember in the last episode there were so many comments, and the week before in my episode too, like, hey, get someone on, get a guest builder, do it. I think we have full support of the viewers anyways, and oh my god, this is so good. This is so
This is incredible.
I think there's no better choice than Ivan. It's
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is
for sure.
just remarkable.
That's amazing, yeah. Definitely.
I love that still my roof design
Gorgeous.
is carried through.
Oh, I love that,
I'm so happy.
that restaurant thingy.
Oh god, look at that, even
That
with the
looks
screens. I
so
love it.
realistic.
Yeah.
What?
Let's head down here. So this is supposed to be a little buffet area, and this is
Oh
that.
my
If you remember,
goodness.
this is on top of that, zoo services, the veterinarian area. So that's all down here. This is sitting on top of it.
Okay,
God,
that was
I
really
can't
funny.
wait to
Just go
access the
through.
file again. Oh wait, this is my shape, but this is completely out of corrugated. Oh my
Uh-huh.
god.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
super cool.
wow.
Oh, pain, the pain.
Yeah, we looked at a bunch of stuff in Sumatra, and this shape is definitely key everywhere, and just made out of different materials. Sometimes it's thatch, sometimes it's corrugated metal, sometimes it's like actual roof tiles.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm
That
just so
is
happy.
really
I just,
cool.
let alone for the pain I had building these things, I love it that this shape has been carried through. And obviously,
Yes.
I just figured that lately. I researched this back then as buildings from Sumatra, and this seems to be actually one of the key architecture elements of Sumatra, anyways. Like
Yes.
this roof design. So I think this is a really cool thing to have.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Definitely. Wow.
Oh my God.
So we've
trunk
got an
tours?
education house in here.
Oh god. Trunk
With
tours, also
another-
such a lovely
Amazing.
name for it.
Yeah.
Oh, is this
that's
another
lovely.
Ricey font?
I don't know if that's a Ricey font or not. That actually might be custom.
Oh god, it looks good.
Really nice font.
Oh, this is the
And then in
room.
here-
This is the room.
Oh wow.
This is it.
Yeah, you got a little waiting area here.
But sure, I hope they're not riding the elephants.
No.
Okay.
No, this is
just
similar-
Just checking in, you know.
Yeah, similar to how we have the Koali area where we've got the information and tours. This is where you would line up to start your tour. Then you've got an education
Oh
center in
man,
here.
that looks so good. The
That
wood.
is incredible.
I'm like looking at things like, is this a DLC or something? Do we really have these pieces? It's incredible.
He did an
it's
amazing
a weird
job.
feeling, but it's really good. Like a good weird feeling, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like looking at things I've never seen before.
It's crazy. The lighting in this game is so good that you can be so much more brave with all the kind of structures on the windows because there's still so much more light coming in and making this look good. And I love it. The shutters, it looks so good. And oh my god, there's a chalkboard.
What?
And there's a little Easter egg for you, Rudi.
This is so good.
Incredible.
I'm dying.
Amazing.
Oh god.
A not so happy parasite.
Oh my.
This
But yeah, you come through
awesome.
here, you start your tour, you get to go down into those kind of service areas, you get to go see a little bit more of the elephants, which we will do right now.
Wait. There's
So you-
actually a tour.
Yeah, well, there is, but it's in, like, you know, in your imagination.
Yeah,
I didn't actually build a tour.
I mean, yes, but still there are some pathways to do the tour.
Ah,
Oh my
this
God.
is so gorgeous.
Yes, it is, and it's a lot more elephant proof.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it just feels like such a natural area as well. Like this also just really doesn't feel like a habitat. It really feels like you're somewhere in the mountains in Indonesia. That's so cool.
And that is in the center of our zoo. Remember that. I mean, this has all to be squeezed in here somehow. God, this is so good.
Oh wow. Do they
got
a
actually
really-
have enough space?
Yes, they do.
Oh wow. Amazing.
Yeah, they actually have more than enough space, and they've got plenty of water space, too.
Awesome. Oh, I
And
love
there's that
Swimming
lovely,
elephants are
lovely
the
rock
best.
motif. We used it for the back walls as well.
That rock work. I think someone asked me on my video if Rudi could upload it to the workshop.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Many people want to use your rock work.
Yeah. I can definitely do so.
That'll be a great view when that canal's actually finished,
Oh,
because
love
you'll
that.
be able to see out to the...
Oh, that's such a nice viewing point.
Oh yeah, it is.
It looks so good. Where are all the other elephants though?
I don't know. There should be 4.
Hiding.
I don't know where the other 3 are.
Oh my god, but this is looking
Probably
so
boxed somewhere.
There's plenty of poops, so...
That's
Alright, hold
true.
on. I'm jumping down for a second. Let's see the backstage area
good. That was a
here.
lovely jump. It was almost like the big cat jump.
Exactly.
Oh,
Okay,
there's-
there's...
Oh,
right.
there they are.
And
But
these
honestly-
freaking elephants, they poop all the time. I thought
Yeah.
that got
No.
fixed.
No, but elephants do poop a lot.
Okay.
So.
But I love this
They-
building,
they-
like how the
yeah.
shelter is still below. God, I love it because that's what I wanted to do this at the beginning, and mine was just done as an imagination thing where you have the gate, and then I didn't do anything in there. But now we have a proper one. It's pooping for us. Awesome.
It's pooping, yeah.
More
Oh
poop.
god, no, I just love it. I love it. Also, I love how the mud bath is integrated into the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, I made
Oh, you
sure that
did.
they can still use it, too.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah. I
just
love the
recently
little rock wall.
Whoa!
Oh, that's so nice.
Holy
I love
crap.
the animation.
Yeah.
I forgot how much life the elephants brought to Koali Zoo until I put them back in. I was like, wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, are they actually going to feed off this? Ooh, let's watch.
Oh, I want to see if that animation is fixed. I
really hope
it
so.
has been
Not good.
months ago.
But it's not doing
It
it,
must
for us.
be, right?
Because
No,
it
it's
just
not
pooped,
filled.
So it's filled.
Is
but
it?
it just it is filled, but it just pooped. So normally they
Can
are
you go
not
down
hungry
a little
anymore.
bit on the ground?
Oh, that one's coming, though. Big Daddy's coming.
Can you go next to it, to the tire pillar? I want to see if it works. No one is using it.
No,
Nope.
as I said,
Oh,
I think
oh,
maybe because
yeah,
they
no,
are not hungry
oh.
anymore.
Yeah,
God,
they
it
keep
just
filling
straight
my
run to-
feeders too
Love
all
the
of the
animation.
time.
Yeah, it's just running after the keeper. It's like, hey, dude, my poop. Don't forget it.
It feels really realistic though if you see them all just walking slowly from that corner in a
It's so
group.
good, yeah.
This would be an incredible vantage point in a real zoo, though. I mean, I'm sure a lot of zoos have this feeding vantage point, but it's
Is it gonna
amazing
use
how
the mud
close
bath
the
in
elephants can
background
get. Thanks, dude. Thanks for standing in my flame there. You're on fire. I really love that Silv's main central building is the focal point
Yeah.
back there.
Okay,
just-
maybe the big boy. Maybe the big boy is now coming for this
It's-
feeder.
all right,
That would be
let's.
good.
No, he's pooping.
Oh yeah, of course he is.
Hold on, I've turned it up. Do something.
You can
I
really
don't
tell
think
that
it's-
Frontier was so proud of all the pooping animation that they just someone hit
he's
the
in the bath.
slider.
All
Oh, it's gonna use the mud bath. That's
Oh,
also
but that's
funny.
also that's so good.
All right. Well, there's more to see. So you got a little first.
No! Do
Do we wanna
something,
continue
and
to-
he's going to do something.
He's pooping
No,
again.
he's in the mud bath.
God.
He's
No,
not.
you know, it's
rolling.
it's
So
not gonna
much.
happen, and
Never
then as soon
mind.
as you turn away, it happens.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, never mind.
So we reused your roofs twice, Rudy, and we've got them repainted in this really bright kind of coral orange.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
And
Oh,
this
it's so
one is
good.
a first aid center. This is actually acting as a bathroom, but you've got water
crap.
coolers for people who are dehydrated,
You're
and quick
kidding.
things.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you've got benches here if you need to just kind of sit and be out of the sun. So you've got all sorts of things you can
Wow.
do.
Watch TV. Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch TV. You can watch an Indonesian soap opera. I'm sure that's on. Are they doing anything yet?
Incredible.
Nope, still in the mud.
Still in a mud bath.
Yeah, and the other one is in the back using the barrel feeder, but that's okay.
Oh no, that's
Well,
the
I
other
put-
one in a mud bath, by the way.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it. But still, there's so much activity going on, so much life. I love it so much. It's
Yeah, it's
And then
really nice.
this is supposed to feel like it's kind of up in the trees, and so this is all workable paths here,
Oh, I like it.
and you can access.
good. I mean, that fits to the trunk tours, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Love the patterns also on the facade.
He did an amazing job. I'm really like he understood exactly what we were going for.
Yeah, this
with
is really
Sumatra.
that sort of Sumatran traditional housing kind of.
You can also
Style.
see his experience with his Thai theme coming in here. I love that.
Mhm.
You can really
Oh,
tell
yeah.
this. I really remember when Silv and I were looking at the first images and we're like, hey, you remember how we approached our Garuda back then and just how much better this looks? Like knocking it out of the park. Oh my god. Oh, this is a toy shop or something. Oh
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cool.
so we have an actual store now.
god.
And
Oh,
there's
wow.
his sign.
awesome. Oh my god,
There's so
how
much
many
stuff.
pieces is this?
There is so much
It's-
stuff in here.
It's so many cleverly placed pieces, and it's just really amazing.
That's
how
amazing.
much like,
Incredible.
these are just like the standy signs that he's put layered in. These are the
Surfboard.
African beads and stuff like that.
That is
Apparently one of our-
amazing.
So good.
Things isn't working. That's cool.
God,
But yeah,
it's
you got
really
all these
gorgeous.
bins. So
Awesome.
I think all this stuff is available for us to kind of put throughout the zoo as well.
Oh,
if
that
we want
Oh,
to make
that's
another
awesome.
incredible.
gift shop.
Well
But
done,
that
Eben.
is- That's
This
pretty
Eben,
much it.
right? Yeah.
Yes, Eben.
Eben. I thought it was Ivan. But that's really
I've always
awesome
thought it
art.
was Ivan too. Truthfully, I thought he was South American before I realized he was Belgian. So, and then he
this
built this
cave.
beautiful fake bridge for us.
Oh,
Ooh, I
that's
love the
also
textures
really
on this.
nice.
So
Oh,
this is how
wow.
you get off Sumatra Island, since we don't have an actual island anymore. It's more like a river running by it. This is how you get back into the other areas. So that's the education center, and that's the flamingo area.
Ah, that's really
So how
cool.
how much space is now open still?
Yeah, okay. So here's Backstage. You can see that it didn't get completely done, but there are some things here that are done. So you've got the rolling doors for the elephant house.
Oh,
So it's actually, I was about to
Ah.
say, this is exactly at the back. I love that. So finally we have the real connection. That is
Mhm.
so good, yeah. God.
So now we
Awesome.
actually have a connection to the outside. So you can get semi trucks in here. You can get loaders and stuff like that. All sorts of good stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
really cool.
There is all of Sumatra Island.
Oh god, look at that. This looks completely different from last week. Oh god. Oh,
Waterfall Trail is still needs to be done, but
that
you know
is so
there
close
is
to the education center actually. Oh, it's all
Mm-hmm.
moved a lot more to the right hand side then.
Yes, so I made it so that
okay.
bridge actually connects better to this area. So
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
that's so
pretty
much
good
better,
connections all the way through.
Oh, I see. This okay. The veterinarian habitat is gone, which is fine. Okay.
Yeah, I had to move it in
Yeah.
the meantime. Yes.
No, that's fine. It wasn't done. It was just an idea, so scrap it. I just, let them vets live, okay?
And the really cool thing is because of the bamboo screen, you still get to see parts of Sumatra Island, but it still feels like you're crossing a bridge or something.
Yeah, that's so clever.
Really clever, yeah.
This fits so well into the whole map, composition-wise. I don't know how you solved the puzzle, but yeah, it works out so well.
So there it is. One piece of the puzzle finally complete.
Wow.
So, all right, on the left side there, you wanted to build some kind of garden?
I was thinking, I mean, I can certainly give up that space, but I was thinking a peacock garden form or something like that.
Okay.
I just don't know. I mean, I'm willing to give that one up.
Where do you want the Africa safari to go?
Ideally on this side.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
on the
also
right side.
I'm also still digging this idea a lot more with the African safari, mainly because of the reason we talked about last episode, that they used to be to the sides and to the outsides of a park and not like in the center. Also space-wise, like these African animals need a lot of space, so I think even the garden space might not even be enough. So
I feel like in that empty spot that a bear could definitely fit our zoo.
Oh, that might work pretty well.
I don't want to detail it. It takes you like 2 days. But now I'm like, yeah, okay.
Well,
I'm
actually,
gonna do it.
It's 2 days for you, but if Mike puts his stuff in, it's like 2 months.
Yeah, that's true.
Shut up! Shut up!
No, Mike, I really am. First of all, super happy that you were able to take an episode very unexpectedly for many of us.
Same.
So that was really cool. I really love what you did in today's episode. The Sumatran island looks absolutely stunning. I love what you did with the rice fields and the elephants and. It's really good.
I really do need to congratulate you on your briefing. Whatever you told Ivan worked. So it was a very good briefing. It is amazing. It is.
Yeah. The whole composition is so
that
good.
Pond. I can't help it. I love that pond.
Yeah, I really do. This would be a very fun area or a really relaxing area to be in.
Yeah,
it's central. There's a lot of activity going on, but yeah, I mean, you could imagine like there being a live band or something like that up on this stage, or just 2 instrumentals or something like that, or.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
And this is this one area where people will meet up again. It's like, hey, let's meet at 2 o'clock at the pagoda. This is exactly like the focal point. Oh god, it's so good.
I only have one problem with it. I think
what's up?
Is the fact that the tower, as good as it looks, is very typical Bali architecture. So to have it on the middle of Sumatra Island, I think is a little bit questionable. But I mean, it also just looks really good. So I don't know, if that's something to like really take away. But I feel like if it's something I don't say, then there's probably going to be experts commenting about
You already said it.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. My comment section appreciates that. Because I don't want to. But actually, it's Balinesian architecture, not Sumatran.
Yeah.
I
I just
like
wanted
it.
to be ahead of the curve there. But it still looks super cool. So I
Yeah.
think it's totally fine.
I don't mind.
Do we have
There is definitely cultural appropriation anytime you do some sort of themed area.
I think the only thing we're actually missing, if I have missed it, but we need a sign for Sumatra Island, don't we? Like
We actually don't have a sign anywhere for Sumatra Island. Yeah, that's true. We've got 2 major bridges, actually 3 now, but no way to actually say, hey, this is Sumatra
Exactly.
Island.
So I was like thinking this is something we need to investigate into because, yeah. But if that's the only little complaint, I think we are pretty happy with the area already. Oh, God, it's so good.
Excellent. Well, who's
Beautiful,
taking it next
Mike.
week? Is it Silv?
Yeah, I guess.
It will be so
then.
yeah.
All right. So next week is going to be on Silv's channel.
Yep.
For real this time. And we'll see what he does. I mean, he's got plenty of options.
I have no idea. We'll have to think about it a bit more.
Is it a better week for you this coming week, or is it equally terrible?
I think, honestly, the next 2 to 3 months every week will be questionable. So
All right.
I'll try my best.
Sounds like my schedule. All right.
Cool.
This is definitely I will probably need another like extension, so I won't be able to come back after 4 weeks, but we'll try and get into June a little bit. But
Gonna be
yeah,
fine.
you can see that I am still firmly in this project. I have inserted myself in a
Yay.
bunch of different areas.
Talking of a parasite.
Yes, the not so happy parasite. No, wait, I am the happy parasite. That was the not so happy parasite. All right. This is rambling. Let's cut it off. We'll see you next week, guys. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to Silv's channel if you haven't already, for whatever reason, because you're crazy. The next Koali episode is going to be on Silv's channel. So until next week, see you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.